This remote took like a month to get, so it's better work. All right, where's my prong? What do we got? That's promising. Welcome, Wandering Wheels, to Travel Around Susie. I just got in all the electrical system to that Chinese diesel heater that I've been having trouble with. Today we are going to replace the motherboard, old monitor that does not work very well, to a new monitor with a remote that hopefully I can pair. And hopefully I can get it at a high altitude. Look, I mean, not that that really matters. I don't know a whole lot about this. I tried to look on YouTube for a lot of videos about replacing the motherboards. Hopefully this one will fit my Chinese diesel heater. I don't know. Come find out. Let's see if this is gonna match up because my luck is not great. We got a bunch of extra plugs. We know this one is the glow plug. Let's take that one off. All these are really nice to take off because they've just got a little prong. You don't really have to pry too much. This is gonna sit like this. I'm gonna assume the glow plug is close to it because that wire is very short. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then this probably goes right here. So far so good. And then we've got one plug over here. The rest of them I don't have to worry about. That's 4. This might be the problem. There's 4 prongs here. There's 2 wires that are coming out. We're gonna do a trial run. I don't know enough about these heaters. I probably shouldn't be messing with it. That's who I am. I mess with things I'm not supposed to. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. Here's the pigtail that comes out. There's a little rubber gasket that goes into. I think I've got it in there. I can't see. That fits in there. I'm gonna keep this motherboard just in case. Here's the Allen wrench. It's snapped in there. It fits. I'm worried about that plug over there. Reminds me of working on cars. The bolt doesn't want to go in the hole. I don't want to strip it. There we go. And I'm just gonna snug this down. I'm not gonna put the cover on it. I'm just gonna run the pigtail. This is our homemade box. It would be better if I just had a socket for this or even a wrench. I just installed the new electrical in. We need to put the fuel pump. All right, let's put this bad boy in. There. Snapped in. Push that back up. This is now to the new motherboard. Here we go. Make sure everything is cleared out. We get the new remote. This remote took like a month to get, so it's better work. All right, where's my prong? What do we got? That's promising. That's upside down. Look at that. The buttons. Unless that's an error code. Bet you that's an error code because of that prong. I bet you this ain't gonna work. Nah, don't leave yet. I figured it out. At least this part. I still need your... I probably just installed this for nothing. Try one more time. E9. I was afraid of this. This diesel heater has been such a pain. No matter what, I'm stuck with the old remote that is falling apart because new remote, new motherboard, new wiring. I'm gonna look up what E9 means, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with there's 4 prongs. The new motherboard only has 2 prongs. That's probably what's giving me the error code. I'm gonna look that up real quick and then probably put this motherboard back in. I just thought about this. I just looked up the 09 is like a heat sensor. That's the glow plug, and that might be the sensor. Maybe I have to switch these two. They were both 4 prong. I'm hoping. Let's try. I'm gonna just unplug this real quick from the power. That way I don't short circuit anything. Then we gotta squeeze these 2 prongs. I don't even know if this will work. I don't know if that'll reach. Well, it does slide on there. Put this back in. I don't know if you guys can see all this on the camera. I'm sorry if the camera action is a little bad. I'm still trying to learn how to film the things that I do in my van. Plug this back in. Then we'll plug this back in. Come on, no error codes. Oh, look at that. It may be working. Some more light on this. Oh, I like that. Let's hope that's all it was. Fan's kicking on. I gotta relearn this monitor because this is different than my old monitor. Not for sure the build quality is any better. Trying to get that pump to kick on. Oh, there's that loud pump. Oh my gosh, it is super loud. I got the top all put back on. It is working. As you can hear that ticking. At least it's not a ticking, it's more like a thud. The remote does work. Excuse, then that's why we're under construction. Never ending in this van. I'm gonna put this back. We've seen this video where they took and suspended this. It was hanging off the wall. It was just suspending. This is Duro Rock. In my first video I called it rock board, but still the same. Different names, I don't know. We put metal box, we welded it all together. We put Duro Rock in here, and then we put some dead sounding mat all over in here. Really can't feel the pulsation back here, but if I touch here I can feel the vibration from this. So my recommendation is figuring out where to put this so you don't hear that sound. We chose to put it in the van because of all the weather that we hit. We knew that this van will see negative 10 degrees, and sometimes the heater won't be running if it's in storage. We just wanted it inside to kind of protect it a little bit more. That was probably a bad decision for us. But in the overall, I'm happy with the diesel heater. We got a leak where this comes down and goes over. They had like a white hose, you stuck it up, and then you had a black hose that came over and then went into the other one. There was an air gap because we were doing it at an angle. That didn't work very well. It ended up causing a leak and all the diesel went down the intake hose right here. This hose was like a tinfoil wrap cardboard, and it was leaking on this hose right there, came down, ate this all up. It became all junk. And then we had to find a new replacement for this. So this is just a hose that we got at Menards. Then we replaced this line. Instead of having 4 connections, we have 2 connections. One there and one there. Maybe we'll enclose this box. I don't know. You know, this van is always changing. I'm going to do another tour of this van in a future video because we've installed a few different things from our last video. So make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos, and if you haven't seen part 1, go check out part 1.
Here, in these 2 boxes, right over here and here, are going to be a video that is related to this video, and the other one is the one that YouTube thinks you should watch. Click into that now.